Welcome everyone, Dr. Susan Brown with Alkaline for Life. Today I'm here with my wonderful assistant, Heather Felice. And Heather has been doing research for me, particularly on vitamin C. You remember to us, vitamin C is the #1 repair agent. Fatigue is one of the major reasons people go to physicians. It's one of the major complaints. In fact, it's estimated that up to 47% of the population says they suffer from fatigue. So it's a really important problem, and all of us want to feel our very best. You know, since vitamin C isn't a major electron donor, you know, our whole body works on energy, it works on electrons coming and going. Vitamin C donates electrons to every cell in the body. That means it energizes every cell in the body. So I said, the study should show that vitamin C is effective for fatigue.
They found that oxidative stress is actually, they're starting to consider that a biomarker for fatigue, and vitamin C we know is so great at decreasing the oxidative stress. So first and foremost, decreasing the oxidative stress can help that. So there was one clinical trial where they did intravenous vitamin C in some office workers who were feeling a little bit sluggish, and they actually found that they increased their energy in the ones that did take the vitamin C, and it didn't just last for like 30 minutes, it lasted for a whole day afterwards.
So this is giving people intravenous vitamin C.
Yes.
And you might know intravenous vitamin C is a popular therapy amongst many progressive doctors. Right. We at Alkaline for Life, of course, use oral vitamin C. And we use a type of vitamin C that's made to take in high dose, so you can use 6, 7, 8 grams or whatever. In intravenous, they often use 20, 30 grams of vitamin C. So it helped the workers be more perky. That's a great idea.
Also some oral vitamin C trials though, of course, because that's what we're interested in here. They actually studied 400 or a little over 400 dentists and their spouses. They looked at their exhaustion index, what they say, how tired they reported being. Okay. And at baseline and after they started supplementing, they took 100 milligrams per day of ascorbate, the vitamin C form that we use here. Some of them took less than 100 grams.
Less than 100?
Less than 100 grams. That was more of the control group. The people who took 400 or more ended up having half the exhaustion index of those who took 100.
With 400 milligrams?
Yes.
Now it's interesting because we at Alkaline for Life use much higher doses. We start out maybe with 3,000 a day. Interesting, those dentists on 4,000 saw a halving of the fatigue index. Excellent.
Yeah. And even more interesting, this is my favorite fact from this study, is the older people, the 57 years or older that were taking these higher amounts, 7 times or more the RDA, they reported being less tired than 33-year-olds, the younger population that was only taking the RDA or less.
Isn't that something? So they gave people in their 50s vitamin C. How much did they give them?
These were the ones that were taking 400 or more.
400 or more, and they actually had more energy than the 30-year-olds. So imagine if you use the dose that I recommend of at least 3,000 a day. I personally use 6, 7, 8,000 a day, and I need that to stay in good health and not to have any symptom of allergy and to have great energy. Perfect. So we got the studies showing even a small amount.
Kiwis are somewhat of a superfood for vitamin C. They're really high.
The kiwi fruit.
Yes, kiwi fruit. Okay. So they took some college-aged men, and there was either a group that had half a kiwi a day supplementing their diet, or
half a kiwi
in one group, or 2 kiwis. Yeah. And granted, these people that were recruited had somewhat of a poor diet. They had to be eating 3 or less servings of fruit and vegetables a day. So they increased to 2 kiwis a day, which gets them almost to the RDA, or a little bit higher vitamin C than they were used to. So the ones that ate 2 kiwis more than usual saw a 38% decrease in fatigue, 31% increase in vigor, and they also showed a little bit less mood disturbance and lower depression rates. So.
Isn't that something, with just 2 kiwis a day?
Yeah.
And that was just getting at the RDA. Now you might think the RDA is very low. It's like 60 for women and what?
75 for men.
75 for men. You can get it in 2 kiwis. But we know here at Alkaline for Life that higher dose of vitamin C energizes every cell. A great way to deal with fatigue, and at the same time you alkalize if you use the right form of vitamin C, like a buffered vitamin C powder. It will alkalize and energize every cell. Hey, thanks for that research. I certainly want everybody who works for me to be taking vitamin C because we all want more energy.
Of course.
Be well, increase your energy, and we'll talk to you soon.